Hi, this is Sarah Ninjawhee, and here we are at the Supper House at my installation for Singapore Art Week 2023. It's entitled Midnight Lady in 3 Acts. So initially, when this was created, it was 3 paintings. The impetus and the design of it was from the cactus flower, Queen of the Night. So the Queen of the Night, she blooms once a year between 12 midnight and 2 a.m. And so this show curated has the theme of after party. Similarly, in the after party, it happens between 12 midnight and 2 a.m. When the Queen of the Night blooms, she attracts these moths, bats, and insects. Also similarly, for an after party, it attracts all these strange characters of the night into the same room. So when I started thinking about that, I started thinking about 3 main acts of this process. The first, attraction. The second, fate, 缘分. And the final, 离别, which is separation. Then Ashley, the curator of the show, asked me whether I wanted to collaborate with someone, and I said, sure, why not? And so I've met Chris. Chris is a scent artist in his day job. He formulates the scent for shampoo and detergent. So coming into this project, he wanted to formalize what was the smell of fate? What is the smell of attraction? So there are 3 various scents in this installation. And what you see is also a cocoon. We're surrounded by this shroud of blue, meant to also signify the night. The motifs on it are personally hand-drawn by me, and they consist of the 12 horoscopes, as well as a big drawing of smoke coming up from the ground, also to complement Chris's exploration with scent. And it felt very important that we delve into this visual format instead of 3 paintings, because scent is a medium that's meant to be experienced. It is not something that you just put there and you let people wander around. It's meant to fill a space and for people to walk around, experience it for what it is. The reception that I've gotten is that I've had very interesting feedback from people about how they really appreciate that I did not stick to 3 paintings. The deviation from paintings to installation was very quick and sudden. It was a pivot, and this was completed in a month. People really appreciated the scent. They felt that it was a very unusual and new experience for art. They never really considered that smell, the olfactory sense, could be considered art as well. I really appreciate having this opportunity to work with scent. Because prior to working with Chris, I too never really considered scent to be art. I considered scent to be product, but working with Chris, I think the scent that he's devised over here isn't meant to be user-friendly per se. It's meant to invoke feelings and emotions, so it actually can be quite overwhelming at certain points of the installation. But what I find really interesting is how he's actually taken scent and he's actually successfully had visitors share their feelings about it. We had one visitor that shared that this scent of attraction felt nostalgic, it felt familiar, it felt inviting. Someone shared that it reminded them of an 80s perfume and it was really seducing. And for the second scent upstairs, scent of fate. So the interesting about our fate in this regard is that there's this Chinese word that is 缘分. So 缘分actually also directly translates to fate, but there is a very big difference between 缘分 and fate. So 缘分, as onto itself as an etymology, it actually means fate, but with past lives involved with it. So it means that you've actually met this character before in your past life, and that's why you're meeting them now again. And I feel like some things in certain languages can't be that directly translated. So for example, we have 缘分 on the 2nd act, and then we have 离别 on the 3rd act. So 离别 is also farewell, but I would say that, separation sounds so harsh, unnecessarily harsh, whereas when the word 离别 is used, it's like a farewell, see you again. There's that little semblance of hope inside the word itself. So the original idea for the 3 paintings to be painted on plywood, my goal then was to fully showcase my skill set as a painter. I really appreciate the way this project has taken its turn, because I would have never come up with this had I not been invited to collaborate, had I not taken that invitation to actually create an experiential set of works instead.